New York is one of the most iconic cities in the world. Over 8 million people call this bustling American metropolis home. Drive from Manhattan across the Brooklyn Bridge and you'll find yourself in the most populous of NYC's 5 boroughs. Transworld Sport headed to Brooklyn to catch up with local boxer Zab Judah. During a career spanning 16 years, the 5-time world champion has been no stranger to controversy, both in and out of the ring. But the 34-year-old born-again Christian is now a model professional who's on the comeback trail after losing his IBF light welterweight title to Amir Khan last year. Zab is trained by his uncle, Jimmy Judah.
Most people know Zab's story. Zab was a world champ. He still is a world champ. He was out, you know, when he was young. You know, when you're young, you do a lot of things that you shouldn't do or you maybe shouldn't be allowed to do. And when he was young, he did a lot of things that he shouldn't do. He was kind of a little wild, cocky in the streets, you know. But thank God, he brought God into his life and he grew up. And he's a much better person now. You know, he gave his life to God. He lives a clean, decent life. He's got a beautiful family, and he tries to do the right thing.
We filmed with Zab in the lead up to his make-or-break fight with Vernon Paris. With a career record of 26 wins, 15 by way of knockout, and no losses, Vernon Paris is a serious threat. Victory over a big name like Judah would be Paris's ticket to the big time.
I see a comparison of the old Zab Judah from the past, from before, the things that I used to do, the person that I used to be, and Vernon Paris a lot. You know, I see where he walked in, his attitude, him with his little crew, and you know what I'm saying? I mean, like, listen, man, back in the days, man, they wouldn't even allowed us in his restaurant, man. We'd have came out here, there'd been so many people out here, there'd been, you know, it would have been like, what is this, a gang initiation meeting? You know what I'm saying? But I said, listen, it's real talk, I understand people's situations, but I thugged it my whole life on the streets of Brooklyn, man. I mean, I was champ of the world, still busting them guns off, and I ain't never been shot or stabbed. He's a victim, you know what I'm saying? He's a victim, my man, that's it, you know?
The official weigh-in takes place at the Aviator Sports Complex in Brooklyn. Team Paris goes on the offensive, incurring the wrath of Zab's mum, Catherine, after making some provocative comments.
Today we walking in the weigh-in, me, Zab, and the kids, and we walk in and Team Paris calls us hood rats. I mean, who does that to somebody's kids? These kids didn't do anything to you. This fight is between Zab and Vernon.
With pre-fight tensions rising, Zab elects to take a diplomatic approach.
I went over there and I explained to him, listen, man, we grown men in here, bro. This is a boxing fight. Don't disrespect the children. They got nothing to do with this.
You're going to be laughing at your ass when you land on that canvas.
Nobody's violated your space while you've been here and you stay here in New York City. Just keep it like that.
I mean, everybody stay. You need to be one champion first before you talk.
Your team can talk so we can talk too. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here for that. I'm here for that.
You know what I'm saying? It's a boxing fight. I'm going to tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be a winner. There's going to be a loser. You know what I'm saying? Take it with a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? And move on to the next day. You come here talking about you from Detroit and murder capital and all that unnecessary things.
And then he gets on the scale with the nastiest, dirtiest drawers in the world. Who does that? He better get him a hood rat so she can buy him some nice drawers like Zab had on. That's what hood rats do. Buy their man good drawers.
The day before the fight, Zab takes some time out to relax with his children before switching his focus fully to the challenge presented by Vernon Paris.
It's almost like one of those things, you know, I seen him once at the press conference the week of the fight. Because, like I tell you again, I don't know this kid from a hole in the wall. Never really never knew he existed in the game of boxing before this prior time that we were meeting, or until our names crossed paths on the same paper. I didn't know anything about him. And our first outing was the week of the fight, the press conference. Then the second time was the weigh-in. And then fight night, it's fight night. Well, I live by a rule. 3 strikes and you're out. Tomorrow night, he's out. It'll be the 3rd time we meeting, game over. It's kind of funny, man. I can show you guys a picture tonight that, you know, Vernon Paris, it came out tonight already, the picture with me and him. And I'm looking like in his eyeballs, down to the back of his head, and he's looking at my nose. It looks kind of weird though, but it's one of those crazy pics. Hey, Vernon Paris, I don't know, you like a baked chicken. Now you bake it, it's just no. You know, we're not gonna make fun of the guy, you know what I'm saying? He's a fighter that's coming in tomorrow night and try to shock the world.
In his 16 years as a pro, Zab has fought all over the United States. But this is the first time that he's ever fought in his native Brooklyn.
Hey, look, what we get ready to do, we get ready to head over to Brooklyn, and we get ready to go over there, we get ready to knock this dude out, wrap this fight up, and move on. That's how I feel right now.
The Aviator Sports Center in Brooklyn is a far cry from the lavish Las Vegas venue Zab has been accustomed to throughout his career. Many well-known faces from the world of boxing are in attendance, including Vernon Paris' promoter, Don King.
I'm 34 years old. I ain't never been back down ever in my life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna let a young nobody, irrelevant person in boxing come around here and disrespect mine. It's not gonna happen.
We ask that you attend Zab Judah in the ring. Let this be a prosperous fight. If your will be done, Paul God.
I know I'm good. I know I'm undefeated. It does something for him. It intimidates him knowing that I'm undefeated.
Well, we're going to see whether it's going to be a transition from the old and going out with the young and coming in. So we're going to witness a great fight tonight with Zab Judah and Vernon Paris.
Before the fight, most observers believed that the young, undefeated Paris would be too much for 34-year-old Zab to handle. But those people are proved wrong. Zab outclasses his opponent from the opening bell. The inexperienced Paris quickly runs out of ideas. By round 6, Judah's slick punching and superior hand speed earns him a comfortable lead. In the 9th, Judah unleashes a flurry of unanswered blows, which prompts the referee to stop the fight. And Brooklyn rejoices. Team Paris had no answer to Zab, who answered his critics in style.
It's all love, man. You're gonna be champion.
Yeah,
right?
thanks,
Keep
man.
your head up. Don't let this get you down.
For sure, man. For sure.
We all went through this, bro.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I'm
oh, yeah.
saying? I went
Appreciate
through
you,
it the
man.
same way. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? All right, it's
Yeah,
back,
for sure, man. All right.
Get
I'll
in
be
shape.
back. You know it.
The next morning, Team Judah review the action from the night before, and they're already looking at ways to improve ahead of Zab's next fight. The months of dedicated training for the Vernon Paris fight paid off, and Zab takes a moment to reflect on a job well done.